We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the save point, the middle of the week. This is how we get it down. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Ish. Shout out to Brierios. Shout out to my father who came through in the chat here. So, yeah, so I got to be on my best behavior, you know. So,
this man,
you know what it is. But we don't do a whole lot of cursing. That'd be Teddy. That don't be that. Don't, you know. That don't be
I don't even be cursing like that. So there you go.
All right. Well, listen, Teddy, you got something going on in the background that's coming in on the show.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me get this.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I didn't realize my TV was up that loud.
All right, now, shout out to the panel. We will start with the objective big-time gamer himself, Parker, in the house. He is the pony of the show. We're going to shout out with the producer of the show, Levon, who steers the ship. Then we have my man, the Red Lion, Ty, that man who said, run, Parker, run, when it came to them Street Fighter fights. Parker never gives people a rematch. You know how he gets down. And we have a guest star today, Teddy himself, who comes to see Teddy hop around from Discord to Discord and show to show. You catch Teddy on Next Gen show. You'll catch Teddy over on State of Gaming.
Let's give him a round of applause, Ricky.
You know, you want to give Teddy a round of applause? I don't know. It depends. If Ty wants to give Teddy a round of applause, then we'll give Teddy a round of applause. If not,
Teddy.
If the red lion says no, that's what it is. Y'all want to give Teddy a round? We'll give Teddy a round of applause. Let's give Teddy a round of applause. Yay for flip flopping Teddy. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, absolutely.
Go to hell.
But anyway, me and Parker and Levon, he had conversations before the show actually started, and we had some good conversations, and we had some good disagreements or whatever. So shout out to Levon and Parker for putting the show together, because that's what they do. Hold up. Before the show even gets started, you know, you ain't an Xbox podcast or Xbox-centric channel until Mac City himself shows up. Now, shout out to Mac. What's good, brother? Mac.
Did you play your Benny Siegel clip?
You already know it. So Mac City said, "What's up, family? F that F and Teddy. He a part of the internet." Oh man, I can't read that. All right, Mac. Listen, you got to give me a heads up, man. Listen, you know, I
Mac can go to hell too.
Oh man, yo man.
You got to say fudge.
Yeah. Big Rick's around in here, so I can't be saying that stuff. So anyway, so Levon, where you want to start at?
So I'm gonna steer the ship to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It was supposed to be one of those games that came out this year that basically said we are done with the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, until Lucasfilm said we need more money.
It seems like, because
it ain't sale. That's why.
Well, because PS4 and Xbox One is getting Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That's right. It's coming on those platforms, but they haven't announced a date yet.
I feel like that's a slap in the face.
Well, shout out, before we get to that, shout out to Eclipse who came through. I haven't seen Eclipse in a while. Well, here's Jesus. Yeah, somebody else go. I'm not going to start this topic. Parker, you take this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't. I think it's a waste of time. Really, it's early development. I'm saying, so for like $300, you just play it on the Series S though. So
good point. Good point.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Yeah, it's just cash grab at this point.
Honestly, I feel it's a slap in the face to those who bought the game with the intentions of thinking, "Hey, this is solely going to be for next generation consoles." I mean, me personally, I had it in my head that this was going to be a next generation ordeal.
You thought that cross-gen was over?
I thought that cross-gen was going to be over for that. I would say that series. The way that they was going off about it, and the way that they did it. When the game came out, it was strictly just for the next generation consoles. But just the mere fact that they can make this game and they're going to actually port it over, I would like to see exactly how that damn game's going to play out.
Well, Barrios said something interesting. Last gen version where it just started after the next gen versions were made. So basically, they're doing like a Hogwarts Legacy approach where they release the current gen versions first for a couple of months, then they release the last gen version.
Well, now let me tell you something about this Jedi game. It actually looks better on the Series X than it does on my PC.
Okay.
And I had it turned up to the epic settings, and it was blurry looking, fuzzy. I was like, oh man. And I got it for free, so I don't care. I got it for free on PC, but when I started playing on the Xbox, it looked better to me on the Xbox.
That's really only because the PC port was fucked up.
It was bad. Oh, shout out to Erodimus. I haven't talked to this brother in a minute. I haven't seen Erodimus since he broke what's her name's legs about being in the service. Bro, it's been over a year, bro. How you doing? He says, what is last gen 720 going on here? Oh, he's the last gen 720 is going on here. No doubt, brother. That's what we talk. But hey, let me ask you, panel members and the chat. So if EA will go back and make Star Wars Jedi Survivor for last gen,
they go back in Dead Space 2023.
Here's a bigger question. Will Sony go back and make Spider-Man 2 for the PS4 if the sales aren't up to 2018 par? I gotta go there. I gotta go there.
Answer that.
I gotta go.
Hold on, listen.
I only know one way.
Hold on, listen. No,
hit the like button.
I mean, I don't believe they will.
I can see that.
They got 40 million PS5s out there in a while, so they don't need to, right? They said in 2023 probably that's probably the end of that anyway.
If you remember from the arcade, Parker, we added up the consoles. It was like 160 million consoles, and out of the 160 million, 150 million didn't even want to play one particular game that we were talking about. So by that math, they would still get more sales if it did port it to last gen. We're talking about Spider-Man 2 here.
I mean, but a game Spider-Man, that game, if it would come later. But I think they're moving on from that, though. They're just trying to
listen to Briario's talking junk. He said Spider-Man 2 gonna sell, Rick. No chance in hell. He said, Fluffy, Spider-Man is gonna sell those PS5 Slims fast. Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's funny that you say that Spider-Man's gonna sell. When is Spider-Man coming out? In October?
Yes, October 20th.
When is the latest installment of Call of Duty coming out? Anybody got a date on that?
I have no idea.
November. I think it's November.
Okay. All right. Because rest assured, if Call of Duty was coming out in October and Spider-Man was coming out in October, no chance. That's what they got.
No, but the most popular Call of Duty games being played is Warzone anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Parker, stop, Parker.
Ty, you want to handle this?
You saying I'm saying more people be playing probably the Warzone anyway, though, which they are playing now.
Spider-Man is not outselling Call of Duty, Parker. Stop it.
I said it's not going to.
Oh man.
So what is Modern Warfare numbers at now?
What is that right now got to do with when a new game comes out?
I think Spider-Man 2, if we look just on PlayStation side,
Spider-Man not even going to Spider-Man not even going to offer Starfield, and that's a Game Pass game. So
what's up, Onyx?
Now, there you go, capping again.
Onyx, long time no see, brother. Where you been?
You don't think so, Parker? You
mean tell me? Hold on. You mean to tell me a game that you don't necessarily have to pay for to have access to can't is going to outsell a game you have to buy? That's what I'm saying. Though. You just said it, though.
A lot of people that are actually going to buy it. I'm actually one of the people that's actually going to buy the game on Steam. It's going to sell more so on PC.
You got PC game.
Check this out. Hold on. We got members that have chatted things that are very funny to me. So first of all, each said you got no chance. Shout out to Onyx. He said, "What's up, panel? I haven't talked to him in a while." They each said, "Spider-Man 2 is a bundle seller and nothing more. Please retweet." And Bierdio says COD is not going to sell on Switch. I can tell you that. He's taking a shot at East right there. So then Rodimus comes through. He says Spider-Man 2 not outselling Mario Wonder or COD.
Well, it's a wonder you playing those games. Now listen.
Now hold on. You got questions? They got questions. We got to answer them. So Onyx, we'll get to Ish in a minute. So Onyx says, Rick, where is the show? What is the sketch? Where is the show schedule, brother? All right, here's what we going forward. We will be doing the save point on Wednesday because it's the middle of the week, so that's perfect for that. The save point, that's the whole point of a save point, middle through the game. Saturdays will be the arcade. Sunday will be the Watchtower. So we still do 3 shows, but the shows will be done on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So unless there's a big moment of where Sony sells to Apple or something like that, we'll go live with breaking news or something where Parker and Levon will go and make topics or get the stuff ready. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We know we're a mini minuscule channel, so we just trying to do what we can do. We spit facts. Hey, if you spit the facts, they will come. That's what it's all about. So go ahead, Parker. You wanted a piece of Ish? You got it.
Pause, but Ish, he talked this Switch stuff, but we rarely see Ish post any clips or gameplay games he playing on the Switch. I wonder why.
How do you? You can't. It's a freaking what do you call it?
What? You can post,
You're gonna pour 720p freaking clips? Come on, man.
Capture card. I mean, if he has a capture card in the PC.
Oh, come on, man. What are we doing here? Listen, there ain't. But Levon, let's be honest. You're the king of the hybrid portable stuff. How many Switch clips have you made and posted out there? Let's be honest here.
Couple, but not consistently.
Exactly.
Not a consistent basis.
Exactly.
Like you said, here you I could post your win percentage though. It ain't real great though, player. And you dedicate your life to fighting though. This guy Ish, whatever. He's a real novice.
Shout out to Thriller Ali, who's here.
Yeah. Now don't play with me. And plus, the replay, you can't go back to them once that new update came anyway though. So we should stop playing.
Thriller Ali in the house. Ish is yawning. Thriller Ali says, at Ish, you mean Re-X. Oh, Twitter. Oh, that's right. Twitter is called X now. So, anyway, so Cheat gave the yawn emoji to Parker. So, you know how these two guys just love each other so much.
Yeah. He'll post no gameplay or no game.
But you know what, Parker? But Parker, I don't disagree. I had a fight with this guy on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. He has a Steve Urkel kind of picture, and he always be getting stomped out in them spaces by Grid and who's that dude that hang out with Grid?
Beast of Truth?
Yeah, Beast of Truth. I thought
they've had a falling out.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but Grid fight with everybody. But anyway, Beast of Truth be stomping this guy out with the Urkel icon on Twitter all the time. And so the guy with the Urkel icon showed an empty shelf, said, this is where my Series X used to be. I said, bro, that's a small shelf. It ain't going to fit. And he's like, well, you don't post no gameplay. I'm like, bro, I ain't no little boy. Who's supposed to post gameplay? I let my trophies, my achievements do the talking. Like, what are you talking about? Posting gameplay? I don't know what that means. Like, I mean, I've done a live playthrough of God of War and something like that, but I don't know if this whole posting gameplay, I guess Parker's a part of that crew too, that post. I ain't never did it before. I never heard of that. Like, bro, you want to see how I play? Let's do some 1v1 or something. I ain't got to show no clips to show you what I'm about. You get in there, I'm going to beat that tail. So go on.
No, here's the thing though. Like when a person, say Nintendo this and that, you ain't seeing, if he having so much fun, he not creating nothing to show, whatever, right? People do all the time, clips, whatever, right?
Well, here's what I do know. Ish is here. Listen, and again, I don't want to make it seem like that I'm putting you down and bringing Ish up. We saw what Ish did to all of us when he came into that Street Fighter.
Here's the thing,
okay?
though, right?
I'm just saying, he came in here and beat everybody up.
That's nothing, though, right? Because we all casuals when it comes to fighting games.
True.
He's supposed to, but when you look at this, I'm going to call him bum ass. whatever, right?
Man,
he used to have a 45% winning percentage. So what's that? So he actually goes up against cats that really play the fighting game. He's getting his ass whooped.
oh man!
Like
Shout out to Ty for coming through. Hey Ty, honey, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. She's dropping by the show.
Right,
she's a real subscriber. She come through.
Wait, Levon. Wait, Levon. Parker, you are not
Ty, I gotta make you a mod.
I'm sorry for you're not a casual, Parker. You got over 3,000 hours played and
I got 3,000 pounds. Stop lying. I'm casual because I have not been a dedicated fighter genre. Everybody that knows me play fighter is not the dominant genre. I played a whole lot, so I am a casual. Sit the fuck down.
But Parker, you gave up 2K to play that game.
What you mean? I got over 2,300 hours in 2K. I got that in Street Fighter.
And you gave it up to play Street Fighter. You're not a casual no more.
I'm on 2K right now.
Oh, shout out to Deuce who came into the chat. Deuce is here. Bro, we got 18 people in here going at it. Let's see where that poll is at right now. So I put up a poll in the beginning that said, is Jedi Survivor a big deal on last gen?
60-40.
Yeah, 60-40. There is love out there for the older generation. Yeah? And Ty, what do you feel about that? Because I haven't heard you say anything.
They can have it. I don't care.
Oh man,
I don't think it's gonna have a lot of the features that probably on the other console would probably be dulled down.
It'll run a little bit better without that ray tracing.
It could, hey, listen, I told you, it looked like trash.
I am curious to see how it would run on a base PS4 and an Xbox One VCR. Like, I am curious of that.
I am not. That VCR should never be mentioned. The 1X should be where you play it, not that VCR. You take that shit back. We don't want
to get a Series X though. At that point, like, I mean,
yeah, you got a point there, Parker. I mean, he's right. Parker is the cheapest way into this would be the Series S. If you not the black joint, the white joint, that would be that would be the cheapest way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I mean, look, everybody, there's good points on both sides here, but the chat think, votes are coming in now. It's almost 50-50. It's 55-45. So
45.
I don't know.
Now, I mean, that's you super budget gamer. You waiting for that to go on the PS4, Xbox One. That's I'm just saying.
Well, you know what though? But there are. I'm about to say you're right. So a lot of people have. I've talked to a lot of parents who didn't upgrade their children's console yet because they was like, hey, look, we ain't gonna be buying one. First of all, they didn't want to have to stand outside of stores to get a Series X or a PS5. So they were like, look, that's why we didn't do it yet. So a lot. I think you're gonna see influx of this coming holiday. I think, and I think
no, it's not. It's gonna be soon. They cutting the prices of the PS5.
Yeah, remember, Rick, I told you about that price cut coming late. I remember on Z Show, I was saying, watch, a price cut is coming. I did.
Shout out to Ozzy. He said, what's up, Xbox brothers? What's good, brother? You know how we is around here. Listen, hey, Ozzy, we got some frauds here that don't represent the box here. We got Parker and we got Teddy. Teddy's a flip-flopper. He might be Xbox today, but he'd be Sony tomorrow. So,
I ain't no fraud, though.
You're not. You just buy the PlayStation games. You don't finish them. You just don't.
But I'm gonna steer the ship.
Steer it.
Jedi Survivor,
is
being ported on that PS4 and Xbox One. This could be to a benefit for another system that is coming out.
Are you gonna tell me Nintendo? Are they coming out with
that? You could have saved that after the last.
Yes.
Producers are fighting.
Yes, but Nintendo targets 2024 with next gen console. It's gonna be another Switch, but they plan on, thinking about, they could launch it with an LCD to cut costs and all that stuff instead of a more premium OLED. And it's supposed to have more internal storage instead of 64 gigabytes. Now, as far as the backwards compatibility, whether it's digital and physical and all that, that remains to be unclear. And it's supposed to be launching the second half of 2024.
Why the fuck won't go ahead, Livo. My bad.
Okay. Nintendo said it wants to convert as many Switch 100 plus million user base as possible to its next system.
That makes me think? That makes me think that the initial release of the Switch 2 will probably have, physical, a cartridge or whatever. But I honestly think if Nintendo ever decided, and I think this will be big for them, because think about this. Retailers like GameStop and Game Exchange up this way, they make more on those Nintendo games than Nintendo does. Because they think about it. If a guy trades in his Mario Kart, they give him $25. They'll turn around and still sell it for like $60, $55. Remember, the Nintendo resale holds its value like a damn Honda. Remember that. It holds its value. So think about this. What if Nintendo said, hell, we already have pretty much a 50% attach rate with our games. What if we go digital across the board with our first party? Bro, I think they'll be unstoppable if they did that.
I don't think that's going to work for them.
Why wouldn't it? It works already. Why would it not work now?
Because people like to, with Nintendo, people like to buy cards.
But we can also put you can put a little credit card size, what's the name, with the code on there. I'm just telling you, bro. Listen, I was talking to Parker and Levon earlier that Disney is releasing WandaVision on Steelbook, and it's not coming with a disc. That is crazy, bro. That lets you know the sign of the times. So I better hold on to my DVD.
I mean, but then again, like that WandaVision, that ain't gonna be the franchise and start that revolution in that way. It won't be put a WandaVision. Maybe another bigger.
But you're right. But WandaVision might be the experiment. But then their bigger series like a Loki, which was rated higher, watch more. If they do it with that, then it's the sign of things to come.
I don't know. It has to be a super big time like movie. If they had done that with like the Avatar, right, or something.
Look who showed his vacation face. Sorry, Parker. Low key Poppy says 50% attach rate. Stop it. That's a few titles. Okay, some of the biggest damn titles. Loki, Sony and Microsoft wish they had the attach rate that Nintendo had. Go ahead.
But here's the thing, though. I would just say this. It's different though because it's not a great third party offering on there.
Hey, Loki, get in the show, Loki. What you doing?
So you got to buy the Nintendo game because that's all you really want to have to play over there.
Yeah, think about
maybe that could be changing. Maybe.
See, Levon don't want it to go all digital because he can't steal it no more or whatever.
I don't think Nintendo will be. Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna end this. I don't think Nintendo will be a great third party offering where a person, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy these third party games on Nintendo.
Depends on the game. Depends on the game.
Yeah.
Exactly like a fighting game. I think that works. Or something like a RPG. This games that are very long. I think like that works for like I was dying when I went to Orlando. I couldn't play Street Fighter. I couldn't play a lot of games that I could have just been like like World of Warcraft stuff like that. That's why because I was gonna sell my Steam Deck to Chub Chubs. Who are we talking about here? Titus.
JRPGs,
yeah. I think they work for that. Think about this: a long ass game like Zelda, bro. You're better off like that works. I mean, even though we said third party, that work a big ass game like that's gonna take a lot of hours, bro. You better off, bro. You can knock out some of that on the toilet. I'm just saying.
No, what I'm saying third party games, like big third party games, I don't think it's gonna do well on the Switch though, opposed to like probably on a PlayStation.
Yo, but Brianio said something interesting. He said Xbox only console getting no Japan love because they're American console. You're talking about Sony and Nintendo, Japanese consoles, Japanese developers. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, bro, ain't nobody driving Cadillacs in Japan.
Yeah. But also to that point, you just look at what he was saying. Microsoft always been considered like a shooter box. They ain't gonna bring a whole lot of JRPGs, not a whole lot of influx. That's what they market. That's what their fans truly want.
But I think that's going to change, though. I think Phil Spencer really is trying to bring a lot of Japanese stuff to the Xbox too. I mean, they just did a deal with Square Enix with Final Fantasy 14.
Well, it seems more Western now, though, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. But you can see the change. They are trying to bring more Japanese games to the Xbox platform.
I mean, like he said, they just got Final Fantasy. So, I mean, look, I remember back in the day when I was a kid, like the Japanese just ran the video game industry, bro. Like at the end credits of every game, you couldn't even pronounce that shit. Like it was like crazy. Like they had that shit on lock, bro.
But technically, Final Fantasy has been on a Microsoft platform if you count Windows PC, the PC. So,
but we were told that we couldn't count that. I'm just saying. I was told that you can't count that.
No,
that's what I was
told.
Count.
No.
It's a platform to play Microsoft games, right?
Granted, it's a platform to play Microsoft games, but people consider console to be separate from PC.
But when
even though that Microsoft said PC,
but the reason why I don't believe that, because when God of War went on PC, wasn't considered exclusive anymore. They'll probably use the term console exclusive.
Yeah, but you know what though? Let's be honest. Like those PlayStation ports to PC, bro, they're not moving. I think Horizon was the best one.
That was the best one.
Bro, they don't move no units, bro. Like
God of War, I think so okay, but that game didn't do well.
But you know why? So. You know why? Shout out to Alcoholic Gamer. He come through. He said watermelon vodka plus peach iced tea plus lemon. Enjoy on me. Get your drinks. Shout out to you, brother. I'm glad you came through. He's been coming through a lot lately. Appreciate that. Hopefully we get Z back from the injured list. Coming through. Hopefully that happens. But I think one of the reasons why those PC ports don't work for Sony because they play better on a freaking console. Did they do on a PC?
They were meant
it's crazy. Exactly. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Like with all that power that the PC has, the God of Wars, the Horizons, all of those are rated better on console. They play better on console. The only thing you're getting is probably frames advantage on PC. That's it. But
live streaming support.
For the Steam Deck's case, you can play those games on the go.
Whoa, listen to Levon. Throwing little shots out there at those PlayStation. So listen, I wanted to ask you guys while you're here. Do you think Sony should release, and I get it, they're in the console selling business. But let's be honest, not everybody can afford a gaming console. I mean, a gaming PC. So is it better off that they release it day and date on PC like Xbox does, or to wait 3 years for lackluster sales on PC? What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is this: the primary sales is on console, right? So if they make their quota on console, then that's great. They can pretty much do whatever the hell they please with PC. But, I mean, do I feel like they should just release it day and date? I mean, honestly, shoot, I guess that's what makes the Xbox appealing for PC gamers. But when it comes down to it, console gamers want to feel just as important as, PC gamers. They feel like PC gamers get just about everything under the sun. Which they do.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that, Parker? I wanted to ask you that because you
I mean, if you look at it, I think it's better like what they're doing now with the console. Till they really get that day and date service right, which they don't have that. So I don't think they should like really.
Well, I think it should be released, and Deuce thinks so too. He said release it.
You have some games, but look at that game is coming on PC and PS5. Which is owned by, like, what was like the Hell something game, whatever, Hell Divers, right?
Hell Divers.
Yeah, so that's gonna be on PS5 and PC.
Is anybody interested in Hell Divers right here?
I am.
You know what? I'm gonna do a poll. Hell, I like doing polls. I do more polls than Donald Trump. So let's do a poll here. Let's see here. Let's do a poll. Are we excited?
I mean, now that they fixed it, it's not overtime anymore.
To finish that question, Ricky, while you're doing your
yes,
poll,
yes, sir.
In my opinion, I think that Sony is doing just fine with it. Yes, I would like to see more PlayStation games come to PC. Because eventually they all will. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, right? But I think that the thing is that it would kind of hurt PlayStation if they did day and date on PC, because PlayStation, like y'all even told me a couple years ago, PlayStation don't have the infrastructure to do that. They don't have the money. They don't have the bread to just make up loss just because of PC. Xbox could do it because they're Microsoft. I mean, we could take an L while still catching a W. Sony can't do that. They cannot do that, period. So if you look at I'm almost done. And so basically, if you got a game like Final Fantasy 16 that was originally supposed to come to PC, they talked about it, right? You see how bad the sales did on PS5. I think it just depends on the game. Like if God of War, if God of War came out, a new God of War came out, I think it would be best for it to stick on PlayStation 5 first, then come on PC a year later. But a game like fucking Demon Souls, as much as I'm a Souls fan, games like Demon Souls or a game like fucking Final Fantasy that don't really sell well in general, it only sells good to like niche audiences. Put that shit on PC because you need more sales to boost it.
So you thinking only their top ones, like your God of Wars,
games, right? God of
you know
War.
what?
Well,
believe it or not, I think they can probably release Horizon day and date on PC because it sold well on there.
It can, yeah, it can because Horizon is not their top tier game. It's up there, but it's not bigger. It's not a bigger than a God of War. It's not bigger than.
All right, let me get a few of these chats here. Shout out to Trillo. Hope you're doing well, brother. Trillo says Helldivers is nothing more but a better Earth Defense Force game. Briardio says Sony needs to price their ish right there or PC guys will steal it. Max says facts. Briardio says Firewalk and Haven Studios are putting their games day and date on PC. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is a milestone day because Christopher Hart has entered the chat. You know you made it as an Xbox station when Max City come through and when Chris Hart come through hating. Chris Hart says, my brother, what's up? PS5 Pro going to be the most powerful console, not the Series X. Keep that in mind. Well, Mr. Hart, it ain't out yet. So all we can say is, all we can do is speculate on these specs, which usually when they tell you that the specs are as high as they are, they usually tone it down. Like, you know, because I think that they said that the Series X started out as like a 15 teraflop machine. And then it went down to 12 and that, you know, PS5.
Okay,
so
actually, I got some breaking news on that.
Really?
So
Right.
Let me bring it up
Yeah,
in the
breaking
general
news.
Plan B Discord.
Oh,
so these
hey,
are
what's good? Loki, Funny's come back to us.
Hey, Loki, hey. So these are the rumored PS5 Pro specs. So take this with a huge grain of salt. So
you talking about them damn specs.
So around 24 teraflops. The memory bandwidth is 576 gigabytes per second, 16 gigabytes. 4 gigabytes at 448 gigabytes per second. It's using RDNA 3.5 plus with some extra ray tracing with some, you know, PlayStation tech. And it's supposed to have, you know, 60 compute units total. So
now let me ask you this: is this Titus guy, not our Titus? Is this
the Titus on Twitter?
Yeah, this Titus on Twitter. Is he credible? Anybody in the chat know about this guy? Is he worth a damn?
I mean, he's been on Twitter for a minute.
You want to know something funny that you didn't think about, Ricky?
What's that, brother?
Is that they releasing this console out early because they know that Call of Duty probably got the stuff about their console, so they probably just trying to release it now. So Microsoft.
Well, Microsoft, they're gonna have the dev kit, because being the fact that, you know, Activision is a Microsoft company now, they'll have the dev kit.
They trying to release it now. They trying to release it early because they probably would have waited another year and probably changed some. But now Microsoft get to know what's under there.
Maybe,
oh yeah, so do y'all think?
What do you guys think Microsoft should do?
Well, hold on. Before we even get to that, I think don't they usually, like, the dev kits are like, don't they tone them down once they go live? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that kind of how?
I think the dev kits are more powerful than
They're more powerful than the actual unit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought
they tone down the retail unit.
But now here's why I think a lot of this is cap. And I'm not saying that Sony wouldn't make such a machine. Bro, look at those specs. Those specs, like, first of all, 24 teraflops. RDNA 3.5 plus, some extra RT and special PS tech.
Seem like a waste of resources,
bro. That's $1,000. Like, right? Bro, that's $1,000 machine.
What is that equivalent to? Like a 3070 Ti or something?
No, I think that would probably be. Hold on, let me see. Let me do my little research.
It won't be.
It's a GDDR6X. That's where I'm kind of very sketchy on.
I mean, take this. I said
GDDR6. That's literally the new generation. That's literally the new generation graphic card right there.
Take that with a grain of salt. Take this.
Yeah,
but he did say this is what I'm hearing. He didn't say that was factual.
No.
Yeah,
Granted, I'm definitely taking it with a grain of salt. But I mean, like I say again, those specs there. If somebody wanted to try and say that they were believable, the only thing that would sound fishy is GDDR6 because it's like, really? You know, you kind of look at it like, okay, if you can put GDDR6 in there now.
Facts. Rodimus is right. Rodimus, I'm going to cut you off, Teddy. Rodimus said 20 gigs of RAM. No way. Yeah,
that's what the fuck I'm saying,
bro.
Like that. Like that's literally the size. That's literally the amount for a goddamn what? 4070. 4070, 4060?
Hey, look, I'm not saying they can't do it, but they're not doing it for under $1,000, more than $1,000. That might be that. If you look at these specs,
I feel like the PS5 Pro will be no powerful than maybe a 3070 or 3070 Ti if
Loki, you a tech guy. What do you think?
Loki, yeah, what you think, Loki? I don't think that
it's a waste of resources.
Okay, so Loki thinks
it's like they're gonna be getting a return on the investment if they put all that extra tech in there. Definitely gonna have their own customized shit. So yes, I don't think that this is indicative of what it's gonna be.
Now, here I had a question or an issue with the timing of it, because if they're saying that these kits are going out this coming November,
yeah,
I find that hard to believe that it's going to release a year after that. They were saying that it was going to come out in 2025. I think 2025. Why release this? Aren't you getting new consoles in 2027?
Right. They said 2028.
I mean, look, here's a lot.
How long do you guys think this gen's gonna last? That's the question.
Well, with the COVID-19 pandemic going the way it did and releasing during that time, I find it to be this might just be about as long as what the PS3 and them was.
7 to 8 years.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make up for 2020.
Well, you know what? Here's a nugget. What if this is the specs of the PS6? But we're all thinking that it's a mid-gen refresh. Think about that. With those specs, 24 teraflops, the 20 gigs of bro, that might be a PlayStation 6. And you can't tell me that they don't have R&D on that. Obviously, that's in development now.
Dev kits wouldn't be going out.
No, yeah, exactly.
Trying to get way more that PS5 before they move on to
100%, Loki. That's my only thing is that if this is a dev kit that's going out, then it's not a PS6. But those kind of specs, that look like they could be PS6 specs. I don't know, bro. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Bro, all I'm saying is, like Loki said, of waste of resources, because I think, who's going to buy it? Listen, it's going to sell, but I don't think
it's for the enthusiasts.
It's almost like a Neo Geo.
For your average consumer.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like a Neo Geo. Yeah, this would be like a boutique type Neo Geo.
And we all see how Neo Geo lasted.
Well, because they priced themselves out of the console market. If you had $200 consoles and a guy shows up with $1,000 console, then
yeah, like that was added. Like they were out of line for that one.
I mean, man. Rinku said, "I swear, Mac City and Ozzy have no job. These dudes on every Xbox chat." Oh man, shout out to him.
So check this out. So if a PS6 dropped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they say 2028. What graphic cards will be about 2020? Like the 6090 or some shit like that? Maybe a 6090. Let's just go that far. So I guess you could say like what the PS6 would be like a 4090 if that. Maybe at that time. Maybe in 2028.
A 4090? No, because
you don't think it'll be as powerful as 4090?
Absolutely not. Because right now the 4090 is equivalent to like 90 teraflops. No freaking way, bro. Like it's impossible. Like, first of all, when these systems, and Xbox did the same thing, even though I'm an Xbox dude, I call bullshit when I call it. There ain't no way in hell that these systems can give you 8K if my $10,000 PC can't give you 8K.
Well, that's
not really true, Ricky, because the 49
bro, you want 8K at 10 frames? Come on, man.
You mean no. Media?
If you're saying 8K gaming, you can run Red Dead in 8K on the
okay, well let me ask you this. What gaming monitor does anybody have here that even is 8K? I couldn't find one.
Well, yeah,
I
couldn't find one
in existence.
Exactly, I couldn't find one.
Like they're just now getting the OLED. They're just now getting OLED monitors at 240.
I think that's hilarious, nigga. Just get you a fucking LG C1 or C2.
Bro, listen, I got an 8K TV, but with no content, by the way.
Well, granted, people want the luxury of an OLED, but at the same time, still want the small screen aspect to be competitive. So here's why they got the OLED 27 inch, screens now.
Right.
That's the main reason why people didn't use OLEDs
on
as a computer.
Plan B General, you may want to look at it.
Yeah, Deuce. You said something to us? All right. Deuce. Panel member. The brother. Let's see what he sent us here. All right. So, Gen 8, 8.5. All right. So, nice. So, you're talking 2023, 2024, new Xbox Series, PS Pro. All right. See, even then, like, again, these things, you see these systems where you're looking at Gen 9 and 9.5? That shit doesn't even touch a 4090. That shit doesn't touch a 30. It doesn't touch a 40 anything. It doesn't even touch the 40 cards. Doesn't touch them.
Yeah, I probably won't even touch a 3090 or 3090 Ti. Yeah, that 3090 is still overpowered too.
Yeah, that don't touch them, bro. So listen. Shout out to Deuce for giving me that nugget, bro. Ozzy said 8K, 60 FPS. What are we doing? Hey, Ozzy, listen, bro. Even the 8K TVs only give you 30. Like, bro, it just ain't happening.
Samsung, that's if you're lucky.
Yeah, shout out to Briardios. He says Samsung has QLEDs at 8K. I have one.
Granted, Samsung does have QLEDs in 8K, but they're not monitors.
I have it.
The TVs.
I have the TV, and the 8K that you get, the only 8K that you're getting is like they have like an app. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the TV right now.
Honestly, there's no 8K content worth a damn. Really,
there isn't any. The only 8K TV you get is like if you go on like the Samsung TV Plus.
Yes,
they have stuff like that in there, and they have an app on the Samsung television itself that if you go into it, and it gives you some 8K content, but there is nothing consistent in there with 8K, which we all agreed and everybody laughed at me and told me I played myself for even buying a television, which cost as much as this damn PC actually when I bought it. So they was like, hey, it wasn't worth it. He's right. There's nothing for it. There's
people are just now getting. They're like there's people just now getting 4K TVs. Matter of fact, there's people just now getting OLEDs at this point. Because OLEDs have gotten cheaper.
Yeah, you can go on eBay and get OLEDs for $550.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, if those specs are, there's no, look at that. It says UHD 8K 60 120. Bullshit. No.
Upscaling. That's like
no way, bro.
You need a 6090 to do that.
Yo, like, bro, come on. First of all, for a console or a PC to perform like that, you need a goddamn monitor or TV to do it, and they don't make them to do it. There's no such thing as a monitor that does 8K 60 or 8K 120. It ain't there. Right. It's not there. Goddamn, you need a fucking IMAX camera or something. Like, bro, it's not happening. Even IMAX camera can't do it. Like, yo, it's just not possible. It's not possible. It's like saying you're going to build a rocket to go to Mars and start a colony over there. It's not going to happen right now. Yo, people got to stop. Yes, Briardios, 8K 30 is possible, but 8K 60, no. Absolutely not.
Is possible. No, it is possible.
Here's what I want to know.
Again, Ricky, you can play on a 4090. There's a large scale of fucking games that you can play in 8K and get above 60 frames. Like, yes, there are old last gen games, but you can do it. Now, current gen games, of course not. But you can play games like
but here's what I would say to that, Eclipse. We are playing 1080 games on this generation. What the hell makes me think that we're going to have games going 8K 120 all of a sudden? Like, come on. Bro, man, there ain't no kind of jump like that in tech-wise in existence. You know, and we got a tech guy here on the panel. Loki would tell you, like, yo, no, not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna get AK-120 for another 8-9 years.
Bro, well, this is the same shit that happened when everybody was talking about 4K and how 4K was going to be. They don't even broadcast in 4K. The only thing that's broadcasted in 4K are like the Super Bowl and like the World Series on Xfinity. I speak because I got Xfinity, and you have to press the button for it to happen. But yeah, it is 4K. But it's upscaled. It's not like it's freaking native 4K. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Because last night, go ahead, Ricky. No, because last night checked, nobody filming them damn baseball and football games with a 4K broadcasting camera.
Right.
Yeah, so it's upscaled to 4K. It's not. I mean, it looks good.
And you know what's funny? Though, Ricky? A lot of those 4K Blu-ray players are upscales. They're not even native 4K Blu-ray players. Which is kind of crazy, but. If you want an actual good native 4K Blu-ray player, you're gonna spend over $600-700 for it, even
you're gonna spend $1,000 because I have the Pioneer high-end 4K Blu-ray player and it does 3D as well, and that shit's still $1,000.
Because I have a 4K Blu-ray player. Mine was $450. I got that LG BH, whatever the fuck it is, and I thought it was native. And I think I told you probably forgot, but I told you like a year or so ago I was thinking about buying a Blu-ray player. And you sent me the one you had. That shit was like $1,400. So,
I'm
gonna go to Amazon and buy this $200-300 fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, the one that I got is specifically for like when me and the kids is watching movies and shit. That's why I still buy physical because I don't give a damn where you download your movie from. You can have a gig up and a gig down internet. You are not really streaming in 4K HDR. You're not. Right. Your TV has upscaled it to 4K, and you do have HDR, but the only way that you're getting 4K HDR is on a disc. You are not streaming that. The bandwidth is it's not enough bandwidth to do that. You're not getting it. It's almost like the checkerboard shit. Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's why you and I, Ricky, we still buy physical media because
I do. I still buy physical. Hell, it comes with the digital one anyway.
Exactly, because when me and my wife watched House of Dragon in 4K, it was actually the 4K disc version looked way better than we watched it.
Absolutely. And then when my father came over, when I first got the 8K TV, one of the best looking movies on 4K was Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And in the beginning when she's in the car singing and they're riding past that cornfield, that blue in that car just stands out like really, 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 really well. And my father and I was watching and I said, Dad, can you tell me which one's the disc and which one is on Vudu that was digital? Because the disc obviously comes with the digital version. And my father saw it and he was like, I know this is definitely the disc. And he was right. The disc even sounds better when it comes through the surround sound. Think about this. Your sound is going to sound better on a disc than it will as far as being streamed. So physical media is still the better way to watch movies and to listen to movies. It's still number one.
That's now, why we got
not so much with a game, but it is. It's still number one. So my man Rinku says that Zack Snyder's Justice League is not real 4K. No, it's not. First of all, it's not. You could tell that it's not real 4K because no 4K camera is going to shoot in a 4:3 aspect ratio. And that's what that Justice League movie was shot in. It was shot in a 4:3 aspect, so you already know that it's not real 4K. And even though he used, I think Bunny let him borrow his IMAX camera to shoot some scenes in IMAX or whatever. But again, it's upscale because ain't nobody got no damn home theater IMAX freaking TV. You just don't have one. But they can upscale. Right. They can upscale it to whatever the hell they want.
Because I have 2 copies of the Snyder Cut. Yeah. I have the Steelbook one, and so this one here, Ricky, that I have is an upscaled one. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Ozzy, if you're talking about the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, that shit was fire. That's the one they should have released in the theater. I don't care how long it was. But anyway.
Okay. So what about
the regular? All right, guys.
The regular one sucked.
Let's get back to the gaming.
Yeah. We going off on movies and shit.
So let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh Jesus!
Because
is that the game? Now hold on. Before you even get, is that the game where you have sex with a bear?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
fuck me.
Yes.
It's a knockoff Diablo. That's all it is.
So it may not arrive on Xbox until 2024.
Wait, when's the release date? When's the release date for it? On PlayStation and PC. When is it? The release date?
I think it's tomorrow for PC.
Tomorrow for PC? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when is it coming out? September for what?
September, I believe.
Oh, so nobody's gonna give a shit to be playing Starfield anyway.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Baldur's Gate. Good job. Nobody cares.
Okay. So it might get delayed until 2024 because they can't get the split screen working on that.
Lord.
Series S. Yeah.
Oh, shout out to AP the Shooter who just came through. What's good, brother?
So, what do you guys think of that?
I don't care about a game that's a knockoff Diablo. Just to let you know, like that shit look trash.
I mean, Series S is giving, for what it seems like to me, it's giving some developers a hard time.
Everybody always bitches like the Series S. Like, man, look, you know what you get with that fucking console. So, come on, man.
I mean,
they bitching and complaining about the fucking Series S, but don't bitch about porting games from last gen consoles to, current gen games to last gen consoles. Like, what is the fucking argument here?
Well,
like I don't look at Ish say, "Oh, Series S is holding back gaming."
Oh man, Max City says most these ponies have never played Baldur's Gate. It's over at the top. Ricky ponies don't even play these games.
Are you sure
he's
you
right?
Say that?
Oh well, wait a minute. Hold on. Ish, relax. So Ish is telling people that Series S is holding back gaming. You might want to talk about them low end freaking PCs that people have.
Right. Yeah. Motherfuckers still got 1660s and shit.
Facts.
And be bitching about frame rates. And I be saying that shit like I was watching this one dude on YouTube.
Shout out to AP. I was hoping AP would come on the show one of these days, but he's always running. He's always busy. Motherfucker always on the run. So then
let me read this to you guys. It's from some guy from Remedy or whatever. Then he has this to say: "Take my word for it, PC builds just scales differently. It just isn't that easy on X and S for a multitude of reasons. I'm really oversimplifying though. I think they should have put a little bit more RAM on that Series S. At least 2 more gigabytes. That's how I honestly feel."
Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't disagree.
Anyone else have their thoughts? Anyone?
Mm-mm.
Well, I
didn't even know what that game was, so I don't care. I'm not buying it anyway.
Baldur's Gate was supposed to be a Stadia exclusive, but
God.
Stadia's demise.
Oh man, so we fighting over Stadia crumbs now?
Ish, come on now.
Jesus.
Ish, what are you talking about, Ish? I mean,
oh man,
I could say the same thing about the Switch. How long will Switch owners be happy playing a lesser version of a game? I mean, I could say the same thing with the Switch. But anyways, let's get on to the next topic here.
Really? Where we going? Where's the ship going, Levi?
Yeah, I'm trying to steer.
All right, where we going?
So where I'm going is Elder Scrolls Oblivion is getting a remake.
What?
That's right.
Jesus.
What?
Yep, that's right. It could be happening. So let me see.
Yeah, buddy. So you're telling me Elder Scrolls, one of the best RPGs in the world, besides Mass Effect and Skyrim, is getting a remake?
Yes.
So Elder Scrolls is getting a remake. Is that what you're telling me? Elder Scrolls is getting a remake.
This was a unexpected leak from a now deleted Reddit post, which was posted on July 31st by a supposed previous employee of Virtuous Games. So Bethesda
wait a minute. Virtuous Games.
Yes.
Put up a dossier on those fuck niggas. Didn't they make a bad port already?
Yep.
Somebody give me intel on those guys. I think they gave Virtuous Games. I think they gave us a lemon.
Virtuous Games.
Familiar.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes, it does. Virtuous Games. What did they make? Come on, chat. Somebody help me out here. Their name is.
Say producer. What we got?
I mean, they're stained. I don't remember, but I know they're infamous for something. I don't remember, but I know that those suckers are infamous. But this is a gift and a curse that they are remaking Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls. It's supposed to be released at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, somewhere around there. And,
you know what that means? That means we won't see a new Elder Scrolls probably till 2028.
Yeah, that could be a launch game for the next Xbox.
Yeah.
Launch game.
Holy shit, bro. You imagine? Now think about this. All of the great RPGs that we've come to love that Microsoft bought from ZeniMax, we will probably have to wait 12 years to get 2 of them. Like, bro, it takes a long time to make
we'll be
those kind of games. Well, hey, listen, I don't know about you, brother, but I've been taking care of myself lately, so hopefully I can live to see. I get up every day at 5 and go to that gym, so hopefully I'll be able to see it. But hit the like button, y'all. But the problem is because games as a service has taken over the industry, games that are going to be big games are going to have some type of a gas element in them. You can't run away from it. You know, they're going to have season passes. They're going to have stuff that you have to buy. They are going to put it in the game. So basically, any game that we buy going forward, from now to the rest day of your life, you're never going to get the full game. They're going to pick and choose what you have as your base game. They're going to pick and choose what comes out as a season pass or the hide behind the wall of downloadable content. That is what is going to happen to the gaming industry because these games cost more than motion pictures now. Isn't that something? If you realize that Sony's first party games cost more to make than Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America. You imagine that? Those games cost more to make than those movies. That is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. And then you got these dudes standing out here striking because they're not getting the money on the back end like the movie studio.
Exactly.
Hell, I'll strike too. That's crazy. But just put that in perspective now. So now our video games now, Teddy, are costing more than our movies. What the F are we gonna do? And you know who's gonna hurt? The gamers. Yeah, it's going to hurt the gamers.
I'm about to say the games now are just full-fledged motion pictures. It just happen to be in digital form.
Whoa! That's Sony kind of thing. You know, there's still people out here who try to create good multiplayer games, good shooters.
Oh Lord, here we go with this. Yeah. Look, okay. You know what? I forgot who the fuck I'm dealing with. I'm just gonna say it outright. For you Xbox fans, I hate to burst your bubble, but not every game got to be a fucking multiplayer co-op bullshit.
That's what keeps it alive, though. Granted,
it's what keeps it alive. Absolutely. But not every game gotta have a fucking multiplayer.
Well, Sony seems to think different because they want a Horizon multiplayer game now.
Well, yeah, because now they see what the market is because it's a game and a service.
Absolutely. Well, every game. Whoa, Teddy! It's no different than in the mid '90s, late '80s. The damn sides 2D scrollers were the big deal. You know, that's what they were. Yeah. So I mean, that's what's trending right now.
But at the same time, we didn't have CGI. We didn't have fucking digital computer.
No, but we had full motion video on the disc systems. 3DO, Sega CD.
We had full
motion video.
Full motion. And what the fuck happened to those damn things? 3DO was too fucking expensive. It went the way of the dodo bird like that. Philips never made another console ever fucking again.
Nope.
Hell, Sega, shoot, they managed to last a little bit. Sega Saturn damn near killed them. Then they came out with Dreamcast. It was too late after that one. So, I mean, in all honesty, let's just look at it like this. And not only that, back then, hell, 8-bit still ruled the world around that time. 8-bit and 16-bit was still ruling the world. So, I mean, it was the limitations when it came down.
These companies have to read the room here. And that's why I think that PlayStation, so-called air quotes, leak spec is BS. Because
no, it's pure-blown BS.
I think it's
powerful.
BS. It's too powerful. It's not. Well, listen, the power part I don't have a problem with, but the audience that you're targeting is a PC audience. Yeah, they can't, bro. That is a.
They can't afford. Them console folks ain't gonna afford that,
bro. To sell that,
that's $1,000 system alone.
Oh, that thing's $1,200. I think that's $1,200. That's
that's an entry level PC.
Yes,
that's an entry level PC.
Yo, that is crazy. Listen, I would like to see something that powerful, but let me ask you this. So let's say if those PlayStation specs were true and that it was coming out in 2024.
Yeah.
There are no games that are going to even push that system.
Oh, no, not at all.
None. Right. Because games don't push 3080s really, unless you want frames and resolution. That's the only thing we're talking about here. Games nowadays, they push the barrier with resolution and frames. They're not pushing your game's not being pushed through creativity and the size of the actual game anymore. That's not what they do anymore. You know, they're just trying to tell you, oh, our game is going to give you this amount of frames. You know, they want to sell you season passes. That's what they want to sell you. They want to sell you content. Like, speaking of content and buying content, we have Mello on the panel. He is an avid 2K guy. So I know.
What up?
What's good, Mello? I know you put $300 into 2K.
I want to mention this about the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake. It says to be using Unreal Engine 5 with enhanced graphics and changes to the gameplay.
Okay.
Really? And that's for the Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
So it's going to be Unreal Engine 5.
Yes.
Ooh. Now,
I mean, we're getting to that point in gaming right now where it's about time we go ahead and get a new Unreal Engine. So, I mean, I'm all for Unreal Engine 5. I feel like more games need to adopt that.
I'm thinking here. And Mello, let me know what you think about this. I think I told the chat and I told the panel before you came in. I think if they're remaking Elder Scrolls, that we ain't gonna see a new Elder Scrolls probably till 2028, bro.
Fuck no.
2028?
Yeah. Think about it. The life cycle on a game that big. Look at the development versus the release on those Elder Scrolls. That's 5 years.
You can easily get 6 years out of Oblivion. Yeah. You can easily get 6 years with the way the mod community is and everything like that. You can squeeze out at least 6 to 8 years off of that.
So from what I know of it, wasn't Oblivion the first one? The new one you talking about?
I think
wasn't it on Unreal? Wasn't it on Unreal Engine also?
Yeah.
Okay, the old Unreal Engine. So the
like Unreal Engine 3.
The porting of that ain't gonna be too drastic. It's gonna be something serious, but nothing like really crazy. I don't know. 2028. That's kind of fucking long though, Rick. Like,
all right, well,
2026. Yeah.
Let me tell you the history. The first Elder Scrolls, which was Elder Scrolls Arena, was out in 94. Right?
Oh, okay.
All right, that was 94. Elder Scrolls 2 came out in 96. Elder Scrolls 3.
Morrowind.
Oh, yep, Morrowind 2002.
Yep.
Elder Scrolls. Now,
but from what I gathered from previous content about the game, they already working on it. They've been working on the game already, so I don't think 2020.
But think about this, and again, I say 5 years because Oblivion came out in 2006, and we didn't see Skyrim till 2011.
Yeah,
and we have not gotten an Elder Scrolls.
And I mean, Skyrim has stood the test of time. What are we at? We're 2011. What are we at now?
2023.
The came through and killed that game. Like,
I mean,
the modding people came in.
But that was the first game to have. If I'm not mistaken, that was the first game to have DLC, right? That damn horse.
The horse thing. The horse mod was
that damn horse. So they were the first ones that ushered in this DLC shit, and we've been having DLC ever since.
No, there was another game that had DLC. I can't remember.
I don't fault it though, because if I'm going off of content and the fans buy it, I can't get blamed for wanting to buy it. So
no, not at all.
I don't blame them for that.
No, there's nothing to blame Bethesda for that one. It's just a mere fact of now with DLC being the most prominent thing in the world, when it comes to gaming, like some of these producers, they look at it as, hey, let's go ahead, make this game half-assed. We'll go ahead, put it in a damn patch. That was another thing that goddamn make gaming what it is today too, is being able to patch shit through the, of course, through the cloud, through the internet, so on and so forth. So now we can just put out a half-assed game, and we'll go ahead and put part of the game on DLC. So we don't got to worry about that. We can put that in later. And then not only that, oh, hell, we got a couple bugs. It ain't too massive. They can still goddamn get jiggy with it a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead and put little specs here and there and all that stuff. And by the time the game reaches the end of its life cycle, it's now the full goddamn game. I say that's like the only downside when it came down to all that.
I don't fault them because again,
I don't fault
that
goes
back to the consumer. We accept the shit. You
feel we did.
We accept it.
If we did.
I say the same thing with 2K. Like everybody complaining about the VC and the transaction.
It's hand in hand.
And I'm like, if you don't buy it, they won't be able to do it.
It's hand in hand. I mean, shoot,
look at the numbers.
Look at it with Destiny. I mean, people can go ahead and complain all you want about Lightfall, but you still bought it.
Yeah.
You still bought it. You choose to participate.
And they still buy those Fortnite skins.
Exactly.
That's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, though, when it comes to Fortnite. Fortnite just did it right. Granted, yeah, it was some overpowered stuff and everything like that, but Fortnite did it right.
Think about this. What is Fortnite? If you take away their skins that's part of pop culture. It was free to put. Think about this. They stole PUBG. They stole PUBG's thunder because PUBG was you had to pay for that battle royale.
They took the rug right out of them, and then they made a battle royale that's free to play. Not only that, you introduced. I think the first true pop culture skin that they had was John Wick, if I ain't mistaken. And it was like season 3 or something when they started doing seasons. The last little tier that you got was John Wick
because they started gravitating towards the fans with the dance moves.
Yep. Oh yeah, when Carlton wanted to sue him, started with the dance moves.
I mean, they took off when they had the Marshmallow event.
Smart move.
When they did the Marshmallow concert, that's when they went into a whole different stratosphere, and they just built off from there. Like I ain't never seen a good takeoff like that to where they didn't. Like, there's not a drop in popularity. People still stream it. People still, you tune into Twitch and you still see it. They got tournaments coming through this. You got everything from Travis Scott to Ariana Grande to Marshmello in there. You got Marvel characters in there. Like, they having full-fledged concerts.
Thanks.
They having full-fledged concerts.
Oh, shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. What's good, brother? Briardio says Red Dead being remade too, and he also said they need to remake GTA 4 too. Listen. I'm not saying they should.
Hold on, Rick.
I want to see Vice City. I want to see Vice City remake.
Now they say you need to remake GTA 4. If I'm not mistaken, you could pop your CD into it. Xbox Series X. This is the only time I'm ever going to endorse that damn thing because I love GTA 4. That's one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos. Next to Vice City. That's the game
where guys talk like this.
That's like one of my top 3s right there.
That game. They talk like this in that game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, GTA 4. I love that game. Amazing soundtrack on the radio.
Yeah.
But of course, the soundtrack does not beat Vice City soundtrack. Like, that's just legendary.
I'd like to see
you can put that. You could put that into your Xbox Series X, and it literally does 4K. I believe, if I ain't mistaken, it's like upscaled to 4K 60, so on and so forth, like HDR. Like it looks like a brand new game almost. It looks like a brand new game almost. So yeah, there goes your remaster. Huh? What you say?
It'll make the game 60 FPS.
Yeah, it makes it 60. Yeah, it makes it 60 frames per second, and it's like a whole new game over there. So yeah, just a little bit of word of mouth. Now, good luck trying to find a copy. Well, no, hell, you can get it on the actually you can get it on the digital store. Yeah, you can get it on the digital store. Never mind having to go through eBay and all that stuff trying to find the game for like $100 damn.
Shit, look at what we're doing already. All these old games, we making them popular again.
Max says, following a bit of confusion surrounding the development of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater since the remakes revealed yesterday, Konami has now clarified Virtual Studios is indeed supporting that. Thank you, Mac. My man Mac came through. I told you those bastards were no good.
They fucked up Metal Gear?
Yeah, that's what I think. Where is it? We've been talking about this Metal Gear remake for, I don't know, Long time, right?
You talk about that Snake Eater one, the one that PlayStation showed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, shit. That guy was gonna get that motherfucker anyway.
Oh man, Chris Hart said if Rockstar forces devs to crunch, we're gonna have a developer strike. Well, see, here's where Microsoft is prepared for the developer strike because they unionized.
Well, hold on. Time out.
They unionized.
If Rockstar hold on. Got it. Granted, union this. If Rockstar's over here trying to crunch, how long? So what? We talk about what? GTA 6, I'm guessing? With this crunch business?
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Or GTA 6.
I think it's more of a remaster.
I mean, my whole thing. So my whole thing in a nutshell is
too confused sometimes.
My whole thing in a nutshell is this. They've been working on GTA 6 for years now, so I don't see the reason why you need to crunch for that one. Now Red Dead Redemption.
I could say
now Red Dead Redemption. Now Red Dead Redemption Remastered. Okay, maybe this was like hey guys, look, first thing came in the shoot, we gonna remake Red Dead. Maybe that shit just came out of the fucking blue. Who knows? Right. Now crunching for that one.
Bad in 2023.
I would rather you crunch for freaking GTA 6 than Red Dead. I'll be honest.
I'm worried about it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm worried about GTA 6.
You think Red Dead 1 looks bad in?
Why are you worried about it? What's
Hold on, what you say, Levon?
You said you think Red Dead 1 looks bad in 2023?
Heck no.
No.
Not with what they did with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption, I'm telling you, I love
that
westerns.
Game was on point except the multiplayer part.
I was about to say I love westerns, and if you want to talk about a masterpiece, I will say Red Dead is definitely one of those things. If you are a western fan, Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely a good one. And just the way that it looks, I mean, granted, riding a horse, it's kind of boring, but you can't deny how that damn game looks. I feel like that game looks better than just about any other game that comes before it or after
it. Yeah.
So Levon, where we at,
so
brother?
I'm gonna steal this ship to Discord, which will allow you to stream Xbox games directly on its platform, and it'll be available to Xbox insiders first. You'll be able to do this on your Xbox Series consoles or your Xbox One console if you still have that. So
what about PC?
Xbox One, the One X?
Yeah, the One X.
PC, you could just I have Discord running.
I'm sorry.
I have
Why
Discord
are we still
running
supporting the One X? It's been.
I mean,
we just talked about how everybody didn't convert yet, Teddy. So
okay, I'm sorry.
They're still out there. They're still out there.
I get it. They're still out here. But the way I look at it is this: y'all need to really, really make up y'all minds. Those who haven't converted yet, because it don't make no damn sense why you haven't gotten at least a Series S. The shit's $300 damn
pockets, sir.
Or $250. I'm not worried about their pockets. I'm just saying in general.
Complaining about their pockets.
There's too many. It's too many. Like them machines is all over the place now. At this point,
for the holiday season,
dude, the holiday season. Shit, they could have got something on the holiday season last year. That Xbox.
So you know how you can stream your desktop or whatever on the Discord on your PC is basically like that on the Xbox, though you streaming your game. That's what this basically is.
And not only
I don't think you know what?
1X?
The funny thing is, I think everybody gets Discord on their phone or whatever while they're playing games. I mean, that's how I was doing it. I mean, that's kind of how people are. Like they're on their phone and Discord while they're playing a game. It's
I mean,
it's
now
a weird thing.
Now you can just merge. Now you can actually merge. You know, on both sides you can merge it.
Fucking fire move.
You can merge the chat to your headset now.
Well, when I played COD, when we were playing Teddy, were we in Discord? Yeah, I was in Discord and in the game chat at the same time.
Yeah,
which was confusing as hell sometimes. Like somebody was talking to me.
Well, I mean that's just how it is. Like when it comes down to PC, you gotta change your settings up to where it's like strictly on this one, and then you mute your PC chat, and then from there you got your Discord thing. It doesn't recognize you talking on Discord for some reason on PC.
Well, Levon.
What else is there to talk about?
I think that's it. Well, Parker wanted to talk about the MPDs, or are we gonna do that Saturday?
We could do that Saturday. We could do that
What's going on with the MPDs? What's so special about it?
Well, PlayStation is number one. That's all Parker want to talk about.
One or whatever.
Oh Lord, that ain't no new news. Next, Gamescom. Gamescom is coming.
So hey, Thrillerali made a point. Thrillerali made a point. He said this is a Microsoft's answer to not paying Twitter's API fees. Discord's reach is comparable to Twitter. That's true. Think about it.
It's true.
Think about this. Every time we hear about something on Twitter, it's posted in Discord. Thrillali's right.
Yeah.
He's right, 100%. Shout out to Thrillali's the fucking man, bro.
I mean, in all honesty, I mean, I would say Discord is damn near another Twitter. I mean, shoot, everybody's on there.
Think of it. Like, now people got that hate for Elon, so you know.
Yeah, that too. Going to legal fee proceedings with Discord. So yeah, they're pretty much the same.
Remember Microsoft tried to buy them and they didn't want to get bought?
Yeah,
I bet they're kicking themselves down.
Ain't that would have been a bitch?
Oh, they're kicking themselves big time.
But the crazy part is, they're able to be downloaded off the Epic Game Store, which is weird in my eyes.
But that's what Discord is mostly used for. Well, what we're doing now, and people it's game chat because it's better than game chat. That's basically
it's much better than game chat because now it's like. Because let's say
game chat, they watch you, they tape you, you know. So if you go, I mean, they do it here in Discord too. But you know, I had like freaking 6 dudes using the N word like crazy on college.
But again, like it's great to use that because now it's like one central thing. Like for example, somebody's playing on PlayStation, someone's playing on Xbox. Of course, you can't do a little party chat from there. But with the power of Discord, now you can do your cross-platform play with no problem. You know, you don't have to be like, all right, well, shit, he's on Xbox. I guess I got to go ahead and get it on Xbox. Even though it's crossplay, I still got to go ahead and get it on Xbox because I can't chat with him. I mean, I could chat in game, but who the hell wants to chat in game when you could do a party chat?
That's true. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to our Discord. So those that want to join us, that want to get our COD on, our Street Fighter on, because, hey, despite what people think, in this video game podcast and Discord, we actually play games up in this mother. We play
that Call of Duty been hitting different.
Yo, you've been playing the old school joints, right? I've been playing.
No, I played the new.
The new. Oh, so what you doing after this?
They put on hardcore mode. If we playing hardcore, I'm there.
Oh Lord, not that.
All right, listen.
That shit fire, boy.
You playing after this show? Because we about to end the show. My nigga. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I'm about to load. I'm about to boot up. All right, so everybody. All right, we're gonna run this. Shout out to Chris Hart, who came through to terrorize the bots. You know, he is a known felon in these Xbox streets, and they want to kick his ass. And see, Chris Hart is like, you know what I'm saying? He's like Lex Luthor. But we got Mac Cities, like the Xbox Superman. So
I never met anyone
Mac
more
hold his ass.
Chris Hart.
Mac, hold him in check. Appreciate that, Mac. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Briadios. Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. Shout out to Ty. She came through. Who else we have to come in? AP, the shooter, Ish. Who else, man? It's a roll call. We had a new dude come to Rinku Multani. Appreciate him. Appreciate Ozzy coming through. Who else we got coming through here? I had some new people coming. Erodimus coming through. Shout out to him. Erodimus come through here. Who else came through? I mean, shit, I'm just going through the chats. I shot you out when y'all come in. Thriller Ali, as usual.
Objective game.
Shout out to my father, Big Rick, came through today. That's why, So, man, listen, man, we had a nice little show here. I appreciate that. Family came
Rick
through.
was on his best behavior.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't have him cuss or nothing.
Oh, no, I did curse. Hey, listen, man. I'm bigger than Big Rick now, so I ain't worried about that. But listen,
you gotta put up with
it. I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? My father in his 60s now, man. Come on. 20 years ago, all right, might be a little different. But, yes. Bradio says Superman games need to be done. It's hard to make, bro. That's why when Vaughn was capping, talking about he wants what's the name to make a Superman game. Vaughn said, yeah, I don't know why Insomniac make us. I said, Vaughn, please.
Oh wow, so these motherfuckers done dropped the whole Modern Warfare name. Now it's just straight up Call of Duty. It ain't even Modern Warfare no more. It's just pure Call of Duty.
It's hard. Yo, Briadios, it's hard to make a Superman game, bro. You can't please everybody. I believe WB had one in development. They dropped it. He's a difficult guy. First of all, if you make a Superman game, I think it has to be like an RPG. I don't think you can make a Superman game like one of those.
You gotta grind to build them up.
Yeah, I think you got exactly. I think you got to start him as the ship. He lands as the ship, and then you get your powers and you level up and you get different quests. You go to different solar systems. Remember the sun gives him his strength. So you might have to go to a solar system with a red sun. He ain't as powerful. You got to rely on your wit to solve puzzles and all of that. So I think that. It's hard. If a Superman game did come out, you can't be looking at it to be like a Spider-Man 2018 or a Miles Morales. I don't think that works. Superman is from a farm in Kansas, bro. It should be in his surroundings. Like, I don't think that works. The way of making it like a Miles Morales or an Arkham Knight. Don't think, because those games, they're not open world games. Superman has to be an open world game. Because he flies. He has super speed. Like, what's the sense of doing super speed? Just go across a map for like a mile. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's got to be an open game where it's got to be open world where he can run from Texas to Japan or somewhere like that. Like, it would have to be a true open world game if it is a Superman game. It can't be held down to just a city like Batman was and how Spider-Man was. Where you know how they do the Spider-Man map where it has different parts of New York? Superman shit needs to be different parts of the world in the solar system. Like, it has to be like that. Like, seriously, like, bro.
That just sounds like too much.
Exactly. And the reason why he don't have a game, Mello, because that is too much. Yeah, a Superman game will have to be like it'll be huge. Huge. It'll have to be a huge ass game. So, that's why you don't see one, because it's too difficult. It's too difficult. Now, listen, you got an Unreal Engine. You can start there. I'm not doubting how the game will look. It'll probably look decent, but in order to be a good game,
with this Unreal though, if y'all you just closing out,
you're closing out. Hey, listen, come through on Saturday, for the arcade, which is our flagship gaming show. This is a save point. Save point. We do 90% gaming. We'll talk about sports or a movie or something. Like, we got into DVDs and shit earlier. So, we do stuff like that. But again, shout out to everybody that came through. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are not subscribed, please. Shout out to Parker. Shout out to Loki coming through. Lavon. Ty. Well, he went to go get a package. Shout out to Teddy who come through and raise hell. We appreciate everybody coming through, help us get a show. Hey, we got to put that content out there. I think
Parker said he practicing on 2K because he been getting his ass whooped.
Oh, man.
You going to need a whole lot more than that, baby.
Exactly. You going to need Jesus, boy. Ain't no running now. All hell about to break loose in this bitch.
All right. So, hey, everybody, thanks for coming through. Panel, thanks for rocking with me. We ain't getting paid yet. We will one day. Let's just keep working at it. We'll get there one day. Agent Slugger comes through. God dang, Agent Slugger, where you been? Show's over now. But shout out to Agent Slugger for coming through. Oh damn, I gotta make Ishamad. Forgot about that. Yeah, you come to 10 straight shows, you get your mod. Now look at this. Now my cousin Rob. Yes, Rob. Yeah, look at it.
10 straight, you're mod.
Yeah, 10 straight, you're mod. Look at my cousin Rob come through. He's here now. So, my cousin Rob, he played COD too, Mello. So we going.
Oh, shoot, let's roll.
Yeah, all right.
So.
Is that the merch shop? This ain't what I want. I need COD points.
Let's about to do ground wars or something. I don't know.
Let's play all right, y'all. Thanks for coming through. We finna get on this here. Yeah. So yeah. Each got his mod powers, man. He's dangerous. All right. Thanks y'all for coming through. We about to get on that COD now. He said each will ban all the Sega Sony fans. Oh man, Briardio's got his what's the name? His ranch. Briardios, shout out to you, bro. You are the first person in the damn chat every single show, and I believe he was the first person to get a wrench because he's here every single beginning of every show. That motherfucker's there all the time. And I appreciate that, bro. Every time. He be on some weird shit calling me fluffy and all that other weird shit. I don't know. I guess he didn't think, bro, I lost over 100 pounds. So, I mean, hey, I'm ready to live another couple, 20, 30 years. But I appreciate that, Bradios. Like, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate Agent Slugger, too. Everybody that's got a wrench, y'all come through faithfully. And, that's why I give y'all the wrench, because I can't have a show talking to myself. I appreciate it. Agent Slugger, another one. He's here. My cousin Rob, my own cousin, he come through when he fucking feels like it. But you know, that's just what it is. Even my father come through. You know, should I make? I'm gonna make Big Rick a mod. I'm gonna make my father a mod. That's gonna be. So you know, we gonna do that. But anyway, thanks y'all for coming through. Alcoholic Gamer, he came through too. All right, we about to jump on this COD. I'll get up with y'all later.